Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Gremlins 2, the new batch, and I thought that the first movie was crazy. People have been saying that this movie is absolutely insane. I don't know what happens in this movie. I don't know how good this movie is supposed to be. I wasn't even going to watch this movie, but there are so many comments on my Gremlins video asking me to watch Gremlins 2, saying that it is just a crazy movie. Some people like it more than the first one. So I'm really excited and nervous to watch this movie. I'm excited because I'm thinking I'm going to be in for a treat, like just a really fun time, but I'm also really nervous because I don't know what to expect. I don't know how far into parody this movie is going to go. I don't know how far into the depths of insanity this movie is going to go. I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't just dip its toe in insanity, that it goes full force and it just becomes this nuts to butts insane adventure, and that's all I want. That's kind of all I want with this movie. I've heard this movie also strays away from the horror aspect and really leans into the comedy, so that's also something that's going to be really interesting, and yeah, let's get into it. But before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light, we decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm actually going to go green, and I'm going to go green just for the Gremlins, you know, in honor of the Gremlins and how green and weird looking, gross they are. I am going to go green today. Well, I think the Gremlins in the first movie were actually like brown, but they had green blood, so this is in honor of their blood for sure. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, I know this movie isn't a Christmas movie, or I'm pretty sure this movie isn't a Christmas movie. It's just a regular movie, so that'll be pretty exciting because the first one is definitely a Christmas movie. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction to Gremlins 2, the new batch.
I'll tell you what's up. I'm taking charge here. That's what's up.
Interesting that we have this logo. This is the longest intro of all time.
We might as well just start the movie. Roll 'em!
What the heck? What the heck? Why was that so long? But that was so funny. It's gonna be Gremlins 2, Lost in New York City. Christopher Lee is in this movie? That's epic. Jerry Goldsmith is back, yes sir!
Will be state-of-the-art, from the voice-activated elevators right down to the self-cleaning ashtrays.
Oh no.
Always an area of agreement that two people can reach.
I hope he never gives you his store. I hope you never get to build that stinking bridge.
Please, keep the TV.
Keep the TV? What a bargain. Rambo! Yes, it's Rambo! Oh, what a legend.
Survive a war. You gotta become war.
Ah, yes. Gizmo's like, I will become war. Gizmo equals Rambo in this movie. Clamp looks like it. They run the world. They have a clamp down on the world, some would say.
Rare objects from the Orient must now make way for the future. Daniel Clamp style.
The guy died. What about Gizmo? He's so cute. Look at him. I just want to hold him. I just want to hold him. Oh, that is so adorable. That was a really good shot, though. Oh my god, look at how he walks. Look at how he walks. He walks like this.
People are so rude.
Are these the same people from the first movie? I think they are.
We're late. Here's the captain.
Sorry, the main characters, like the human characters, are not the reason that I remember the first movie. It's the Gremlins. I don't really remember what they look like. But I think these are the same people.
Yeah, but if we stayed in Kingston Falls, I probably would have been promoted twice at the bank by now.
Yeah, and you'd hate it.
Okay, these are the same people. That poor man, he's gonna be oh.
Please
Please be careful.
Thought he was gonna be spinning around forever. For the rest of his life, he'd be known as the spinning man.
Long-term overview outlook perspective. It's as simple as that.
Well, it's almost finished.
That looks pretty cool.
Note, sir. Unauthorized
That's pretty
potted
cool.
plant.
I spoke to him about that.
Unauthorized potted plant. You're not allowed to plant in the building?
Bent to provide its employees with art by recognized artists.
Oh, shut up. That is so lame.
Billy.
They're really trying to clamp down on everyone's individualism. This guy is definitely the villain of the movie.
That's an unauthorized break period, my friend. You don't work here anymore.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You don't work here anymore?
The World Business Network, which includes construction, sports, finance.
Yeah, he owns everything.
You want some more flies, don't you? And then I go over to the coffee.
Oh, this guy's so done with his job.
Oh, sure it is. Hey, I thought maybe you could use it on your show. Sure. Yeah. Put it in the back, will you know?
Yeah, he's getting phased out.
All the great horror movies are in black and white. Mr. Clamp only likes color.
Oh, he's like, oh, not one of those people.
Only on that cockamamie video they got all over here.
What if he's not alive? What if he's a dead man?
Yeah, I get a delivery for Dr. Catheter.
I recognize this guy. Is this the guy from Breaking Bad but super young? The drug dealer?
Sorry.
That is disgusting.
Oh, Dr. Catheter, this just came for you.
Christopher Lee! Oh, yes. I'm so glad he's a scientist.
Just rabies. I've got rabies.
You know, this movie's about to be insane because he's in this movie.
How's the cloning work coming along?
Really well, Doctor.
Lewis?
Oh, they're twins. Gizmo sad makes me sad. Yes! Gizmo, yes! Show me some dance moves. Oh my god, the cutest thing in the world is happening on our screens.
What's tomorrow? Tissue culture's Thursday. Then, of course, there's body structure.
No, 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 mad scientist you. There's a study room that I use at my university that does this. The lights turn off like every hour and a half if you're just sitting still and working, and then you have to get up and start jumping around like crazy to turn it back on. It's so much fun. Oh, the delivery man.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's back there.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you need to not be at work right now, lady. That is horrible. Oh, reunited at last.
Mister, welcome to the men's room.
Why is there an announcer when you walk into the bathroom? Welcome to the men's room. Oh, besties reunited at last.
You want to come out? Come here, it's okay.
I actually want a Gizmo so bad.
It's him! He's here!
Oh yeah? Oh no, ow. Oh, ow.
Look, he's here, you have to get down. Get down.
Give him a band-aid.
Hey, this is excellent.
Hey, look at us.
Those elm trees, though, Bill. People see elm, they think Dutch, disease.
What? Why?
Who produce? Oh, and he called you Bill. This is very big, Billy.
Yeah, it's pretty big. He's pretty big.
I'm letting it go. To have dinner with you.
Well, I just don't think that I can...
He has a girlfriend.
Very chic new restaurant. It's Canadian. They clean the fish right at your table.
Canadian, huh? Canadian? Represent Canada. Let's go.
Yeah.
She lost the glasses.
Yeah, sure.
Why does she look so different? There's a lot more movement with the puppet, with Gizmo.
Listen, there is some good news.
What?
You get to take him home.
Take him home?
That is worse news.
And the third one is don't let them eat after midnight.
Yes.
That's very good.
But how far after midnight? That's my question. Like, when is it day again? When does midnight end? And when does day begin? When the sun rises?
Don't miss Casablanca, now in full color.
with a happier ending.
You know, this movie keeps touching on classic movies, and this movie itself feels like a classic monster movie with just the set and the mad scientist appeal and stuff like that. It kind of has that old monster movie kind of glow up.
Those dancing days are done.
Gizmo! Oh no, oh no, oh no. I was wondering how he was gonna get wet. Gizmo, run, man! Oh no. And the birth of the new batch has begun. He's like, not again! Oh man! Oh, you look so evil. You don't look as evil. You look insane. I like that all the gremlins look like they have personalities, like very different personalities in this movie. Oh, you must be the leader. You are the most evil looking one. Looks like Stripe, but more insane.
Politics. Telling you it's a law of the jungle around here.
Oh no, guys, don't beat up Gizmo. Please, he's your father. Are they pushing him in this vent? Wow, they came out and immediately said, let's bully.
Your car is old and dirty.
You're old.
Your desired floor.
46, please.
Your car's old and dirty. This movie can't be real.
Gizmo.
Does that look like Gizmo to you?
Hello. Here we go.
That was kind of cute too. Gizmo's about to start the Great Trek.
No, you wanted to be an artist?
Why would you ever want to eat here?
I always knew that I liked to draw.
Oh, because it's Canadian. Oh my god, they have Mounties serving them. What the heck is this movie, man?
Gosh, I'm feeling so vulnerable with you, Billy.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, well, I definitely feel that we should join.
Oh my days. Billy, just say stop it.
A Canadian dessert, the chocolate mousse. Can I cut you an antler?
As a Canadian, I agree with this.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, great.
Wipe that off before you see your girlfriend. This one is insane.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay.
What happened to you?
Oh, the lipstick man.
He's wired.
Yeah, this one needs to go into the trash.
Oh, great.
How could that be? It's so late. Should I get it?
You better get it.
The fact that she hasn't confronted him about that lipstick yet speaks volumes.
But the guys in my old outfit, they changed the date of the reunion. We wanted to call you, but we had to get on a...
Oh my god, this guy!
Can I get you some coffee or some tea? Little pickers.
There are gremlins in my tractor.
After, you know what happened with those...
I'm fine.
Yeah, I thought they died. Because the last time we saw them, they got plowed by a gremlin.
Thanks. Somebody sat on it on the bus.
No, that's okay.
In countries where they don't roast, they have, 70% less death. Are you sure that isn't?
Oh my god, you're gonna be drowning in ice cream.
It's after midnight and they've eaten. What are we gonna do now?
Oh god, the end of the world is about to happen.
Looks like I caught me a little terrorist, huh?
What? A little terrorist? What? He's firing his gun.
Dangerous. I know. I've dealt with them before. They wreck things.
Oh, they wreck things.
Oh no. There's no way they arrested mimes. Yes, give me these gremlins. Yes. Oh wow. You gotta watch where you're walking, bud. Oh no. Oh, you fell in the wrong place, Gizmo. Gizmo. Oh man, he just got out.
Bright light. We'll need some of these.
Those are flashlights? Those are the most idiotic looking flashlights I've ever seen.
I mean, that's the woman that
Billy?
we work with.
If we get through today alive,
You're in big trouble.
Yes, yes, I'm glad she's putting her priorities first. This event and then the lipstick event.
Going to the cocoon.
Yeah, well, sure. You're going into a cocoon. You want to have a little something first.
Yeah, of course. The archery channel. Microwave with Marge. I want to watch that.
Our hors d'oeuvre, shall we? You know.
Wait, the guy with the camera, I recognize him.
At 11 o'clock, but then he gets something stuck in his teeth.
Yeah, like a caraway.
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
It comes out. Now, he didn't eat that after midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
What if they're eating in an airplane and they cross a time zone? I mean, it's always midnight somewhere.
Oh my god, I love that they're getting attacked right now, but I love those questions because they're just making fun of the rules. It's kind of meta. It's very self-aware. They still look pretty good. Now do you believe me, punk face idiots?
Move down. What's that? What is that?
You're about to be attacked by a gremlin.
Ladle up some of our chowder noodles.
Oh my days, you look freaky as a gremlin. Even the gremlins themselves remind me of classic movie monsters. They're kind of smart though. Oh god, you're gonna explode the microwave. Oh no, they're gonna make more. Absolutely some horror movie footage right here. I love the steam that's coming up. I love the music rising.
Monitor is reading critical.
Oh, look at all those gremlins.
Whatever they are, they've got to respect the chain of command.
They've got to respect the chain of command. Did he really just say that? Oh. Oh, look at his little legs. Oh, days. Oh my god. This would be my worst fear. Dude, it's a Wonderful Life again in the background on the TV. And it's like the same moment from the first movie too.
Well, maybe we could have a parade, you know, with all that big...
Oh god. Oh no! So far no one has died super brutally yet. And the gremlins haven't died super brutally. In the first movie, the mom had already been Sarah Connor mode and destroyed a whole bunch of them. Oh god. Oh, shred it! Shred the gremlin! Oh, it's disgusting. I just said that this hadn't happened yet. God. That was so gruesome. This is actually a terrifying scene. Oh god, their arms are so big. Oh god. So many gremlins just died. How is she alive?
To be getting the bugs out of the building, right? Well, I would call these some pretty god
snack.
Today we'll start with our video watch. Just
Gremlins.
Video.
Gremlins.
The movie Gremlin.
No way.
Me, I'd rather spend 2 hours having root canal work done.
There is no way they make fun about their movie.
We're so desperate for entertainment that this kind of trash can pass for fun. Whoa!
There is no way they just make fun of the first movie. Is it becoming a tomato?
I trust that's not the brain hormone that creature's drinking.
Oh, it is. Oh, look at this shot. Megamind. Megamind gremlin.
talk a little bit about what's going on in this rich quality to a life form such as ours, which is possessed of a sort of...
What is happening?
Chiroptera, the only mammals, I might add, capable of true flight.
They have wings now. They fly now. This movie is insane. This one looks really cool. Batman! There's no way this movie is not taken so seriously at all. Oh my god, the vegetable one.
Are you having a run on the banks there yet? Well, it's rather brutal.
This one is so funny.
And do take care not to step on or over any other people.
This is a really good shot. This is a really good shot. Oh my god, the flasher is back. She's like, again, are you serious? Oh no. I like how everyone in the background is just unfazed. They're just walking around like, whatever. It's New York. We see this every day. Throw it in the concrete. Throw it in the concrete. Yes. Good. It's gonna look like a gargoyle. It's gonna sit on the ledge and it's gonna look like a gargoyle. Well done, movie. Well done. Oh, Gizmo, man.
There's a problem, 10. Sir, please try and calm down. We don't intend to renew your lease.
Wow.
Real, I saw them.
I know, I've seen them too, but where?
In my laboratory.
What's happening?
Stupid name, I know, but...
It wasn't my own.
Are Gremlins playing with our tape? There's no way this would be so cool in the movie theaters to watch. This actually would have been really cool to watch in the movie theaters.
Just show these movies, madam. We don't make them.
And this is also super self-aware.
They refuse to show the rest of the film. All they want to see is Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, they do.
Mr. Hawk, we have gremlins.
No way. No way. Is that Hulk Hogan?
In this theater?
Oh my god.
Right now! Sorry, folks. It won't happen again.
Oh my god, this is so much fun. The movie has just stopped even caring at all about anything and it's just going off the rails and it's amazing.
Work a TV camera.
Work a camera? I am the camera!
Yes, he is a camera. I have the power! Why did you do that, huh? Why did you do that? The Phantom of the Opera. What the heck is this movie? There's no way.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Why can't you commit?
That's what these...
Why can't you commit? Did the gremlin actually just say that? Did you just kill Christopher Lee? Oh no. Oh no. Don't become a spider gremlin. I forgot about Gizmo.
Survive a war. You gotta become war.
Oh yes, he is gonna become Rambo Gizmo. Is this gonna be a Rocky montage? There's no way he's doing like a Rocky montage. Oh my god. These shadow shots of the monsters transforming, though, of the gremlins transforming, very similar to like monster transformations in old monster movies. It's pretty cool. This would be torture for him.
Because of the end of civilization.
The end of civilization?
Enjoyed life.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's not the end of civilization.
420. Oh, I like that.
They're off balance. We've got information they don't have.
I wish the sun set right now at 7:32. Right now here it sets at like 4:45 p.m.
On your computer.
You'd like me to bang away on it in the dark, is that it?
Oh no, the spider gremlin. Gizmo and his Rocky montage. Wait, that is so cool.
Gizmo?
Oh god. Oh, see ya, Billy. Oh, look how strong he is. Wait, that looks like a bow. He's gonna make a bow and arrow.
Creatures. Is that accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the talking one again.
I mean, you take a look at this fellow here.
You just shot him.
Can only come out when it's dark, so we've set all the clocks in the building ahead 3 hours.
Oh, that's so genius.
It is outside. They'll all muster in the lobby. You know, getting ready to come.
That is not New York City outside, though. That tarp doesn't have... What? Oh, God. This will be so scary. Oh, that was genius. Oh god, that is so gross. That is so gross. Oh wow, that is disgusting. Like worst fears come to reality. Oh yes, Rambo time! There's no way this is happening right now. Gizmo is amazing.
What happened to him?
Oh, he became jacked.
Something terrible happened to me one year on Lincoln's birthday.
What happened? Did your mom fall down the chimney?
With this beard and a hat, looked just like Abe Lincoln.
Honey, I really don't think
Except
we've
for
got
the
time
rain.
for
I remember. Oh God! You said, hello, little girl.
Oh my god, they're just making fun of the dad scene in the first movie. Oh my god, I'm so happy they made fun of that scene. Because I thought that was so random. It was just so out of the blue in the middle of a giant climactic moment. She just stops and slowed the whole movie down. I wanna be a part of it. New York.
New York. These guys aren't bad.
Yeah, honestly, I'd watch the band.
A musical number.
A musical number. Oh my god. Yes.
Okay, are we ready to drop this thing?
Can you drop faster? No. No. That's not bueno. Warner Brothers, wow, no way. There actually can't be. This can't be a thing.
Okay.
Marla, smoke.
Thanks.
Oh god. Smash it against the wall. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna be decapacitated for a bit. Is that a word?
And bypass the fight.
That was really weird. All the audio for like 10 seconds of the movie was in the right headphone. That was so strange.
Hit it!
Oh, genius! Oh god, that's kind of disturbing. Oh my god, it's the witch! It's the Wicked Witch! Oh no, I kind of like the smart guy. Oh, that is so funny. That was so good. Is there one left?
Oh boy! What's happening?
Calm down.
It wasn't just me, sir. We all chipped in. Mr. Futterman here and Marla.
Marla just smoked the whole time.
Yes, sir.
Now you're gonna work with me.
I'm not.
You're not?
For one thing, we're insured for the damages.
We're insured for the damages.
Is this your concept? Well,
It's our hometown.
That's even better. I love.
That's even better.
What's that?
Oh, this is Gizmo.
This is the guy that started it all.
No. Well, there is definitely something there. Maybe lose that headband, though.
No, the headband is great.
No, it'll take a while. The elevators are out and all the automatic doors are locked.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I have been working.
Is there still one?
That's very generous.
Is there still the lady? Oh my god, there's still one. This is amazing. You know what? Kind of cute. There's no way that's the end. Ah! He's back!
Patently ridiculous.
What is up with Daffy Duck in this movie?
Still lurking about? Don't you people have homes?
I am home, Daffy. Porky Pig!
So, that's all, folks.
And that was my reaction to Gremlins 2, The New Batch, the 1990 fantasy comedy sequel to the first Gremlins movie starring Joe, Dante, Zach Galligan, Phoebe, Cates, Haviland, Morris. Christopher Lee was in this movie, which was amazing. He died just randomly though, which was kind of sad, but you know what? It was nice to have him in this movie for a little bit. And Robert Picardo. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie was so insane for no reason, and I enjoyed it so much. I think I like this movie more than the first Gremlins movie. They are, while very similar movies, they are still very different, because the first movie, I think it tries to do a little bit what Gremlins 2 does, where it tries to be super insane, it tries to be very self-aware, it tries to be very meta with its references and stuff like that. But to me, it still is a little bit stuck in a story with a horror element. You know, it's got this very goofy feel to it, but it still has this story and these character arcs that it's trying to tell, so it can't really go all out. This movie, however, disregards most, if not all, character arcs. This movie disregards almost anything interesting with the human characters, and this movie just goes full nuts to butts madness with its script. It just has gremlins flying off the walls, and it is so much fun. There are so many movie references in this movie. There are so many self-aware moments in this movie. My favorite of these self-aware moments being when Kate just starts to go off about the sad thing that happened to her when she was 6 years old, and then Billy walks up to her and she's like, yeah, we don't have time for this. There is stuff happening right now and we do not have time for this. And that was so funny because that was one of my big things in the first movie. I was like, all of the dad stuff just felt very strange because all of this gremlin stuff was happening in the first movie, and then she just stopped and slows down the whole movie to talk about her dead dad in the chimney. And it's so funny that they mention it again, that she's about to bring up another sad story at a climax of the movie, and then Billy's just like, no, we don't have time for this one. It was just so good. It was so meta. They brought up Gremlins. There's actually a Gremlins movie in this universe, which is super cool and super interesting. I loved when they brought up the movie. Like, why would you watch this movie? I would rather get a lobotomy than watch this movie or something like that. It was just so good. I had so much fun with the meta jokes in this movie and just the self-awareness this movie had, because you could tell this movie wasn't taking itself seriously like the first one. The first one had goofy moments, but it also had serious moments, so you were like, okay, the movie's kind of taking itself seriously. But this one, you could just sit back and relax and go, who cares, who cares? Let's just have so much fun. And that's what I think Gremlins 2 is. It's just so much fun. There's not really any story to it. There's not really any characters in it, human characters. Even the gremlins don't have as much character as the first movie, like the evil gremlins and stuff. There are just a lot more gremlins in this movie that the movie focuses on, and so there's not a lot of character development with these gremlins. Every gremlin just kind of has like a trait, like there's a smart gremlin, and there's the electric gremlin, and there's the crazy gremlin. You know, you don't have Stripe, who kind of is a character in himself in the first movie, and I think that's okay. I just really enjoyed this movie. It was just so much fun. I had a blast watching it, and what more could you want? That's all I wanted with this movie, and that's what I got. Okay, so we're gonna go into the reviews of this movie, then we're gonna talk about the score very quickly by Jerry Goldsmith, which I thought was really good, and then we're just gonna get into the things that I enjoyed about this movie, because honestly, I did like this one more than the first one, and I like that it wasn't constrained to a semi-serious story, that the producers and the filmmakers of this movie could just let rip with all these insane ideas, and that's what I enjoyed about it the most. So I'm going to talk about that. I'll talk about some of the kind of similarities I feel like this movie has to like 40s, 30s, 1930s, 40s, 50s horror movies, like those old classic monster movies. I feel like this movie definitely has influences from those movies, and then also just like the effects, the creature effects, I thought were great as well. Okay, so 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which is the audience score, and 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is the critics score. And honestly, I'm a little surprised by the audience rating, and this critics rating makes sense. I think that is a fair rating. Audience rating seems very, very low, and that's very surprising to me, because I don't think this movie was mediocre. Maybe you wanted more of a horror element when you were going to it or something. Maybe audiences were expecting a darker story, because the first movie was fairly dark. This movie, I feel like any kid could watch this movie and not really have an issue with it, while Gremlins, I remember I watched it and I was like, this movie cannot be PG. And I know the movie was PG when it came out, but it was one of the movies that influenced, as a lot of commenters have been saying, thank you so much for this information, but it's one of the movies, along with the Temple of Doom, that influenced the film board to create a PG-13 rating, because the movie Gremlins was too scary for younger audiences, and it was upsetting parents that it was too scary. But I feel like Gremlins 2 is not as scary. It is nowhere near as scary. It is nowhere near as violent or as gruesome in any way. And so this movie definitely feels more in line with a PG-friendly movie than the first Gremlins, which was PG-13. So maybe audiences were disappointed that it wasn't as dark, or didn't have that dark tone that the first movie had, and instead became almost a parody movie of not just movies in general, but also of the first movie. So I don't know, maybe that's why people don't like it that much, but honestly, maybe they're going into the wrong mindset. I was going in with a mindset of this movie is going to be just insane, and it's going to be like a comedy. It's not going to take itself seriously, and with that mindset going into it, I really enjoyed it. Jerry Goldsmith's score in this movie as well was really, really fun. I actually think I liked it more in this movie than I did in the first one, because the first movie's score I found really strange. There were just music choices that felt very weird for the scene. Like you would have this semi-serious scene or something, and then you'd have this really weird light-hearted music in the background, and I just didn't think it worked very well. It kind of took me out at the moment, because I was like, that is a very strange music choice. That never happened here, which means I probably liked the score more in this one than I did in the first one. I thought the music was really good. There were definitely moments of the music which I thought were amazing, like all of the stuff that you have Gizmo's song, like, you know, his whistling song, the score would implement that song into itself for all like the Gizmo scenes, and I really liked that. I thought it was just a really pretty score. I don't know, it was just very relaxing, and I kind of just want to listen to it. But then also all the Gremlin stuff, it was super chaotic, it was super all over the place, but I thought the best part of the music was that the music matched the scenes and really enhanced the scenes, in my opinion. And so the movie didn't have the issue with like the first one, where the music was just very all over the place, in terms of this doesn't really feel like it fits the scene. Maybe that was on purpose, maybe that was a choice later on. Jerry Goldsmith maybe had made score for this movie and maybe it was too scary or something, and then the producers or something was like, no, we got to make this more lighthearted, and he had to change it or something. I don't know, but I feel like there was an issue with the music in the first one, at least for me. In this one, there was no issue. I really liked the score. Okay, so I kind of want to talk about how this movie kind of harkens back to old classic monster movies. I don't know, I haven't seen that many classic monster movies, if really any, but I do do know the general sense and atmosphere and vibe of them just from seeing clips around town. And so this movie really reminded me of those old classic monster movies, whether it's the sets, like the mad scientist sets, Christopher Lee's character, and that whole set around especially reminded me of that. You know, you got like these really big cages, these really big set pieces, like almost overly exaggerated set pieces that look fake. And that's kind of something that I kind of think about when I think about old movies, is that a lot of the times you have these really exaggerated set pieces, especially for these old monster movies, and they do look like they are fake. Like, they do look like they are part of a set, and that's what this movie looked like a lot of the times. It looked like a set, but I think that's what they were trying to do. And then also there were a bunch of transformation scenes where you have the character and you would see the silhouette of the character changing, which is super old-fashioned monster movie technique. That is just really cool. It happened a few times. It was awesome. And if nothing else, one of the biggest supports I have for my theory that this movie is really trying to tie itself to old classic monster movies in a way is because every 10 minutes this movie shoves an old monster movie down your throat, or slash just shows you an old monster movie media or store or something like that. You know, you got the classic video store that Billy lives right next to. You got the Gremlins watching Godzilla. You got everything. You got the guy, the vampire guy, who has his old classic monster movie show, which then he becomes a reporter later on in the movie. Like, every 10 minutes there is a reference to an old classic monster movie. So I feel like my theory has some support based on how many times they show these classic monsters in the movie. But let me know what you guys think, because I haven't seen that many old monster movies. So if you've seen a lot of them, then please let me know what some similarities and differences are, and if you think this movie is trying to act kind of like one of those. The references in this movie were fantastic. I just loved how crazy it was getting. It was kind of like, you know, that bar scene in the first Gremlins movie? Kind of the second half of this movie was like that 2-minute bar scene of the first movie. You know, it's like they saw that bar scene, they're like, okay, people kind of like those references. That was kind of fun, right? That was kind of crazy and off the wall. Let's make half the movie feel like that. And you know what? It was so much fun. I never got tired of the references. I thought the references were really smart. They were very whippy. They happened for about 5 seconds, and then they moved on to another one, and they moved on to another one, and they didn't linger on any reference, which I liked. I really liked the Wicked Witch one. I really liked the Batman one. The Batman one was so funny, so unexpected, but so funny. And my favorite moment of the movie, besides the moment where Billy takes Kate and is like, no, we don't have time for this, was the projector scene. The projector scene was so cool, and it would have been so cool to see that in theaters as well, because it's a very creative thing to do. It makes the audience feel like a part of the movie. But I loved that the film starts to, like, the sound starts to get all weird, and the film starts to cut, and then all of a sudden it bubbles up and disappears, and you got the white screen, and people in theaters might even be like, what the heck? Like, did that actually happen? Like, I bet that actually got some people, like maybe kids, maybe adults. I bet some people were fooled by it for a second, like, oh no, our movie's done. And then you see the Gremlins walk on screen, and it would just be really cool to watch that in theater, because you would actually believe that this is happening in the booth. Because at home, over streaming service, it doesn't have the same effect, because I know it's on the TV and stuff like that. But if you're watching it in the theater, you're like, oh my god, this could actually be happening in the booth. That's super cool. And then, you know, you got them doing the shadow puppets, and then you got people complaining about it. And then all of a sudden, randomly, Hulk Hogan appears in this movie, and he addresses the audience. He breaks the fourth wall, and he's like, sorry about that, folks. And then the movie continues. It's just such a fun sequence. It is really creative. It is really well done. Also, what is up with Daffy Duck in this movie? Was it some like special 60th anniversary or something like that, 40th anniversary of Warner Brothers? I know he said something about an anniversary in there, but I forget what the day was. But also just really cool. The intro was like 2 minutes long of Daffy Duck just acting like Daffy Duck, and that was really cool. And then also during the credits, Daffy Duck showed up again, and at the end of the movie, he ushers off Porky Pig and brings on himself, and then he gets crushed by the sign. It was just really fun. This movie from the very start is just really fun, and I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed all the gags, and I think even if I missed references, I probably did. If not, I 100% missed references, because there are so many in this movie, but the ones that I got, I enjoyed so much. Also, Gizmo becoming Rambo all of a sudden was amazing. He had like his Rocky montage of lifting weights and stuff, which was really cool. And then he uses the bow and arrow explosive thing from, I think it was Rambo 2, which I checked out on my channel last year. So good. Gizmo is Rambo now, and it is awesome. I also thought the gremlin effects in this movie were better than the first one. I think maybe just because they were in the movie a lot more and you got to see a lot more of gremlins and how they move. The gremlins moved a lot more in this movie, not just in terms of arms and stuff, but like Gizmo, for example, would actually walk across the ground and you would see him walk across the ground, which I don't really think happened in the first movie. You'd see Gizmo dance at the start of the movie as well, which was super cute. Gizmo in this movie was super cute, but I think the actual gremlins themselves, when they became the green gremlins, looked fantastic. I loved how long and slimy their arms were and their claws were moving everywhere and stuff, and their movements were just great. And I thought the puppeteering and the animatronics and just all the effects in this movie were better, I feel, in this one than they were in the first one. And maybe that's just because they were more prominently in this one. Gremlins definitely had more screen time in this one than they did in the first movie, or maybe because they just were better in this one. I don't know, but for me, it felt better. And I'm not going to talk about the cast today because I don't really think the cast did anything in this movie. This movie was not about the human characters. This movie was about the gremlins, and the movie knew that. The human characters didn't really have anything going for them. There were definitely some subplots here and there, but besides that, the human characters were kind of just a backdrop and a means to get to the gremlins. So yeah, I'm not going to really talk about them because I don't think that they were phenomenal in this movie. I thought they were pretty good in this movie. All of the human cast I thought were pretty good in this movie, but obviously the star of the shows were the gremlins. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. There are no more Gremlins movies, so this franchise is officially over. I really enjoyed it. I can't believe that I enjoyed the second one more than the first one, but this one was just so much fun. It was just so off the walls, and that's exactly what I wanted from this movie. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.